Europe have only bolstered the president's plan to try and secure the borders, to put this travel ban in place. You have always said and still are maintaining that this is an overreaction, that we shouldn't come back with something like this. Why is that? What's your argument for saying this is not the right reaction?
You know, that's a very important question to ask. And, you know, to what extent is this an overreaction? Look, the travel ban does not target any country or any person even that has ever attacked us. And in fact, you know, there's all kinds of studies that have been done on the issue. And the last time that we've ever even experienced anything remote to a terrorist attack was 1975. So this whole idea of banning 6 to 7 Muslim countries or people from there really just instills fears in the airlines. It slows down business. It slows down commerce. And it makes it so that enforcement is very problematic. It sends the wrong message. It changes our way of life. That's why I'm against that travel ban.
But I want to go back to the Manchester incident, and we do know that the attacker in that case had traveled to Syria and his family was there, and it appears that there's evidence that his family may have helped in promoting his feelings toward terrorism, and that is one of the countries that's on the travel ban, Syria.
Well, look, you're absolutely right. Syria is on the travel ban, and this person is basically born in the United Kingdom. You know, he was a British national. He was of Libyan descent. And as a matter of fact, you know, he went to a country that had nothing to do with the travel ban. It would be Libya. And frankly, even though Syria is on the travel ban, you know, should we have a travel ban against Britain, for example, because those attackers that attacked Britain could have easily come here and attacked us. So should we have a travel ban on Britain? Should we have one on France because there's attackers in France? You know, it's a very dangerous travel ban because it targets countries that may or may not have anything to do with it. And it really, frankly, just upends our way of life. It changes the way that we look at the world, and it changes the way that we travel. Air travel is an important convenience. It's important for commerce and business. And, you know, just because the terrorists use it in order to carry out terrorist attacks does not mean we should ban it any more than we should ban, say, knives or cars. This was a terrorist attack that was done by the tools of the everyday, as I've called them in the past. So should we ban cars? You know, it's a ridiculous argument. That's the problem with that travel ban.
Well, I want to ask you, because some people are so sick and tired of hearing about these where they feel like nothing is being done. And we talk about the president saying he's going to spend more in defense and give more money to defense and spending in Homeland Security. On the other hand, we have this raid that was carried out over the weekend, but some people will say those raids in and of themselves are unconstitutional. I mean, what can we do to combat these terrorists on our soil? I mean, we live in a city like Chicago that could be a target. We talk about soft targets with, you know, sporting events and more concerts like this. Chicago is a host to them often. What can we be doing to ensure the safety of the American people?
You know, that's a great question to ask, and I think that's a question we should be focused on here in the States, in addition to helping our allies, and in addition to, you know, condemning the attacks and mourning the victims. Look, I mean, I don't want to alarm anybody, but the London Bridge is a major bridge in central London. It would be akin, God forbid, to, you know, a terrorist attack being carried out on the Michigan Avenue Bridge. I think that where I begin to agree with the president and the people that have solutions, you know, that are presenting solutions to this very serious problem that we should not dismiss, is in terms of Homeland Security, is in terms of law enforcement. I think that more resources are essential. And what I mean by more resources is that, look, you know, you had Theresa May, for example, the current Prime Minister of the UK, cutting 20,000 police officers before this attack happened. We should not be cutting law enforcement. We should actually be stepping up our efforts towards smart law enforcement. And the constitutional issue is very important here. You know, there are some people in law enforcement that think, you know, we should violate the Constitution to interdict crime, when in reality, the best thing to do in order to defeat the ideology that fuels terrorism is to live up to our ideals are contained in the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. What kind of country would we have if we gave away or literally like abnegated the promise of the Constitution, which is right for all? I think that's the strongest weapon that we have against terrorism ideologically, the ideology of terrorism. But on the ground, we should have more law enforcement efforts to interdict terror. And by that I mean, you know, these individuals, it wouldn't surprise me that they were known to law enforcement. It wouldn't surprise me that 3 individuals about what they're about to carry out. I mean, that's the most mortifying part. And the fact that we did not act quickly enough to stop them is really disturbing. And it has a lot to do with law enforcement not changing our constitution.
All right, Khalil Farrar, thank you so much. And boy, isn't that the problem that we have in Chicago day after day with these shootings? Police say many times they know these individuals and they know them to be involved in something like that, and yet it happens. So Khalil Farrar with Governor State University terrorism expert, we appreciate your insight this morning.